Top 10 Best Places to Visit in Europe. In the old days, Americans used to take a couple of years to make the grand tour of Europe. They had the right idea. You need lots of time to fully experience all that Europe has to offer. Since most of us today have only a few weeks holiday each year, we need to pick and choose what we'll see. With so many top places to visit in Europe, we can narrow the list down by geographic region or special interest. Since it takes only hours to get to Europe these days, compared to the weeks it took our ancestors to get to Europe, we can always return to visit new sites. But before we begin, please subscribe to our YouTube channel for such amazing and informative videos. 1. Rome. The ancient Romans established outposts as far away as Great Britain. They didn't ignore their home city, however, when it came to building great monuments. One must-see landmark in Rome is the Colosseum, an arena that could hold up to 80,000 people for gladiator contests. One of the biggest draws is a tiny country inside the city, the Vatican City, with its impressive St. Peter's Basilica with art provided by Michelangelo is a must-see even if you're not Catholic. Maybe you'll get a glimpse of the Pope at his Wednesday audiences. 2. Paris. Songs laud Paris in the springtime, but any time of year is a good time to visit this riveting city on the River Seine. It's a city loaded to the brim with history, culture, great food and high fashion. The iconic Eiffel Tower is one landmark you won't want to miss. The Louvre houses one of the greatest art collections in the world. Its great churches include Sacred Heart and Notre Dame. When it comes to opulence, there's Versailles with its famed Hall of Mirrors. 3. Santorini. When it's time to sit back and relax, take yourself to Santorini, an island in the Aegean. Top travel magazines consider this a prime destination. Once there, you can't help but agree. The island has picture postcard villages, an active volcano and stunning sunsets. Be sure to visit Fira, a village perched atop a cliff. You'll also want to sample wines, such as the dessert wine Vincanto as well as the produce that is made sweeter and tastier because of the volcanic ash soil it grows in. 4. Dubrovnik. As European cities go, Dubrovnik isn't very big, but don't let its size deter you. This little jewel, with less than 43,000 people, is one of the most visited cities on the Mediterranean. Dubrovnik transports visitors back to a time when the fortified city was a major maritime power commanding the third largest navy in the Mediterranean. As you wander the streets, you'll likely come across sculptures of Saint Vallejo, the city's patron saint whose life is celebrated every February. 5. Barcelona. Founded by the Romans, Barcelona today is a bustling city on the Mediterranean Sea. As the capital of Catalonia, it is a powerhouse in the region. It is perhaps best known for the unusual buildings designed by the architect Antoni Gaudí. These landmark structures include La Sagrada Familia, a church that's been under construction since 1892. You could build your entire visit around his buildings, but then you'd miss out on other Barcelona delights, such as La Rambla, a popular pedestrian street in the central part of the city. 6. Geiranger Fjord. When the summer heat of Europe gets you down, head to Norway with its pretty cool scenery. Geiranger Fjord is a 15 kilometers, 9.3 mile, long fjord with crystal blue waters fed by picturesque cascading waterfalls. Look out for the Seven Sisters and Suder waterfall, so named because legend says he's trying to court the sisters. Also look for Bridal Veil when the light is right, it looks like a thin veil covering the rocks. 7. Istanbul. Istanbul may be on the outer fringes of Europe but will worth a visit when you're traveling abroad. Turkey's biggest city is a fascinating place, filled with rich history, colorful markets and mosques. Top attractions include the Bosporus that separates Europe and Asia, the ecumenical Hagia Sophia that's been a Greek Orthodox Christian basilica. Then an imperial mosque and now a museum, and the 15th century Topkapi Palace, also a museum today. Get in a little shopping at the Grand Bazaar that's been in operation since 1461. 8. Prague. Prague, with a long history of war and destruction, is considered one of the best places to visit in Europe. Despite devastation caused by World War II, Prague has a very nice old town that is worth more than a few hours of your time. Prague has many pedestrian zones, which making walking a delight, as you wander by Prague Castle, through the Jewish Quarter, by St. Vitus Cathedral and over the Charles Bridge. Wenceslas Square, situated in the new town, hums with a vibrant nightlife and entertainment air. 9. Amsterdam. Amsterdam is a pleasant city marked with meandering canals lined with tall, narrow row houses. It is the city where Anne Frank kept her famous diary, so visiting the house where she wrote is a must. Take a break from sightseeing to tour and sample Holland's beer at the Heineken Brewery. 10. London. English history buffs will have a field day in London. This city on the Thames is chock full of palaces, from Buckingham Palace to Hampton Court Palace. More a prison than a palace, the Tower of London is home to the royal jewels. And from Knightsbridge, don't forget to visit the magnificent food halls at Harrods to Carnaby Street. The shopping is awesome. You can get around London quickly and efficiently by riding the famous tube. Be sure to mind the gap. Please like and share the video. Don't forget to comment down your views on this. Thanks for watching till the end.